Hi guys, I am Carol. I'm a coach here at Create Your Future. And today I am going to be sharing an amazing success story with you. This story is about a client that was able to get her SB back. They were in a serious committed relationship and he broke things off and there was no contact. He didn't want anything to do with the relationship. And she was able to turn things around, get him back, and even having started talking about marriage and planning a future together. But right before we get started, as always, use this as a catalog. You manifested this experience, you manifested this moment, so you can certainly manifest this yourself for you. I did it too, so if I can do it, so can you. And let's get to it. Okay. Hello, Carol. Thanks a lot for having a session with me. I did fall in love with you after I saw my success, which you helped me create for myself. I would like to share my SB success story with you. Here's how my story begins. I never had good luck in relationships. Since I was 18 years old, I was always negative about things because I was raised in a toxic environment and I had no confidence and belief in myself. I fell in love with my SB in 2019, who was just amazing and had this immense attraction towards him. And I decided that he is going to be my husband. As usual, my insecurities knocked on my door and our relationship ended because the guy had some unfinished business to close. I kept begging him, sent him some emotional texts, and all the actions I took pushed the guy away from me. I reached out to tarot readers and Indian fortune tellers and ended up taking false hope and lost so much money and confidence. One fine day, I had this thought. If fortune tellers can control and decide my life, then what's the reason for my existence in this universe? Am I a puppet? Then I was researching on fortune tellers and I came across the amazing tool, Law of Attraction, and Create Your Future. And I learned that I could manifest my SB back. And I also realized how I pushed him away with my thoughts. I felt bad for a couple of hours, but then I decided not to react and schedule a session with Carol the next day. She helped me find my blocks, and I did my ritual, like writing my affirmations multiple times a day, visualizing, tried to be on point on my mental diet 70% of the time. Now here's where the magic starts. My SB texted me exactly a month after my session with Carol. He said, "Hey girl, how are you? How have you been? I just thought of saying hello. I know it's not right texting you after I called it off, but I've been missing you like crazy. I just want to be with you all the time. You are my angel." He even started sharing his personal stories with me about his finances, family situations, and taking my opinions into consideration, and started talking about our future house after marriage. We also met for a couple of hours and had a really great time. And now he is my magnet, LOL. We are planning to spend a couple more days before we plan to get married. More and more manifestations to come. I don't want people to lose hope or give up on things they really want in life. Just persist, and it's yours. Thank you so very much, Carol, Amanda, and Create Your Future for creating my future. I love this. This is amazing. I am so excited. Okay. So one of the things that we actually started talking about during our first call, and she even mentions it here, is the fact that she knew that she had some insecurities built up because of her childhood. And she was feeling bad about how she created this entire thing. I mean, she was aware of how she created them, but then she was feeling bad about it. And that's one of the things that we discussed. And I think a lot of us have been there. I have been there myself, in which I question why would I create something like that? How do I create it? And just going around in circles, it kind of makes it harder to get out of it, right? But when we if you think about it, the reason why it's making you feel so bad is because you really want it. You really love this person. You really want this so much. And we need to remind ourselves that going back and thinking about how we create something, or what thoughts were we having, and going down that path and continue going there and dwelling on that, it's just going to continue creating more of it, right? So we need to remind ourselves that, okay, I created this. I hold myself accountable for it. And that is fine because I have the power to change it. And, you and your God state and understanding that no matter what you create and how you create it, you see it and you look at it in front of you and you ask yourself, what do I want to see instead of this? And whatever answer is to that question, you know that you have the power to change it, that you have the power to create the complete opposite. So she did that. For a while, she felt bad, but then she realized, like, wait a minute, I can do something about this. I am in control. And that's when we started coaching. And this was amazing because then when we started working on the relationship that she wanted to have, then we focus on the version of him that she wants to experience and the version of her that's already experiencing this. So we clearly worked on self-concept. So a lot of the affirmations that we worked on when it came to self-concept was how she's seeing herself as somebody that is experiencing the version of him that she wants to manifest. So how would you see yourself? How would you see yourself if you had the version of your SB that you want to experience? In my case, when I started doing this, I thought to myself, okay, I see myself as someone that's loved, cherished. I am a priority in his life. I am wanted. I am desired. I am magnetic. I am worshipped. I started seeing myself as the prize, as he is lucky. He is so lucky to have me in his life. I started seeing myself as secure. I am safe. I am secured. I made it. I have made it, right? But then when I thought of him, I started seeing him as he is loving, he is kind, he's unconditional. He loves me so much. I am all he thinks about. And I am throwing all these intentions because these are the intentions that we were working on. We were working on intentions about ourselves. We're working on intentions about her, working on intentions about him, and how we connect the two. So one way to connect the two is, I always say, you affirm who you are and you make them agree with you, because they're you pushed out. They're composed of you. They're made out of you. So they are you. You are one. Two of you are one. So you affirm who you are. I am amazing. I am loved. I am wanted. I am special. I am unique. And that's my power. And he knows it. He knows that I hold power. He knows that I am amazing. He knows that I'm special. He knows that I am unique, and he's not going to let me go. He knows that I am amazing, and he is cherishing me every second of the day. I am all he thinks about. He wants to share his life with me. So it's a combination of both. So how she did her mental diet? Well, she did her affirmations. She scripted her affirmations, and she maintained a 70% mental diet. So 70% mental diet, what does that mean? Well, it means that negative thoughts might come up because you're human. It means that you might see something in your 3D that you don't like. You're rewiring, right? You're changing a belief system that was in place. Now you are changing it completely. So you might still see things from your old story that might show up, and that's okay. Because what will manifest is your dominant thoughts about a situation. What manifests is the story that you're holding in place about a situation whenever it shows up. So 70% mental diet means that whenever the situation shows up, it's about choosing the thoughts that give you what you want, regardless of what shows up. And you do this all the time. You continuously persist on this. And even if you have a bad thought, you're going to have an opinion about the thought that you're having. You're going to have a feeling about it. And that's okay. But it's about deciding, what am I going to do with that? Am I going to go down the rabbit hole, or am I going to accept it? This thought is not making me feel good. And the only way for me to feel good is to have the right way of thinking. So it's simple math. If I'm not feeling good, I'm not thinking the right things. So in order for me to start feeling good, I need to start thinking the right things. So This is how she persisted. She visualized. She visualized every time that she could. She wrote her affirmations whenever she felt like it. And she did this every day. And then mental diet, it's what are you feeding your mind with whenever the thought of the situation comes up. Now, when it comes to affirmations and scripting and journaling, I always say it is okay for you to do this when you feel inspired to do so. If you want to do it every day, you can do it every day. If you want to do it whenever you feel like it, you do it whenever you feel like it. Remember, guys, that what manifests is the thoughts that you're holding in place, okay? What manifests is what you're feeding your mind with throughout the day, all the time, whenever the thought of the situation comes up. You want this, you're going to be thinking about it. So it doesn't matter how many times you think about it. What matters is how you think about it. You can think about it once, you can think about it 200 times, and what will manifest is how you are thinking about it. So even if you decide to script, journal, or not to script, you can rely on mental diet, you can rely on your affirmations, you can rely on visualization. It is about holding in place what you want to see and what you want to experience. Understanding this person is me pushed out. So I'm not trying to change anyone out there because they're not out there. Out there is an illusion. Out there is just a reflection of whatever is going on in here. So this is not about changing anyone out there. This is about choosing and deciding what your own custom-made experience is going to be like. So you're going to decide how this person is going to show up in your own experience, and you're going to stick to it. You're going to persist on it. You're going to affirm it with the knowing that the moment that you decide how you want your experience to be, that possibility already exists. It's done. The job has been done for you. Your job is to focus on it. The hard work has been done for you. Your job is to focus on that reality, to focus on that version, to focus on the version of you that's already receiving, that's already experiencing this person the way that you want to experience them. I think the important thing is to persist on that reality, but to remind yourself every single day, every day when you wake up, and as many times as you need to during the day, that you're the creator, that you're in charge 100% of the time, that no matter what is out there in your 3D, no matter what negative thoughts come here, you're on the driver's seat, you're in control, and you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your desires to focus on it, to set boundaries, to respect yourself and your own desires. You owe it to them. Okay, this is for you. The moment you desire something, you're meant to have it. That's why it's showing up in the first place, because you're meant to have it. You're meant to have everything that you want. Okay, and then another thing that we worked on was revising on the spot and not reacting. How do we revise on the spot and not react? Whenever you see something that you don't like, understand this manifested already. It's done. It already manifested. It's a past assumption that hardened into fact. It's done. It's the past. I can only focus on what I want to see instead. So that means once something manifests, it's only there to guide you, and it's only there to provide you with the information that you need in order to continue affirming what you want, which means that once you get over the hump, you are one step closer to your goal. You're always moving forward because something is always manifesting. We're manifesting 24/7. We're manifesting every second of the day. So no matter if you don't see any movement, something is manifesting behind doors. Something is always manifesting. Okay, so whatever it is that you're doing, something has to manifest. This is a law that we cannot go against. So what do? We make it work for us. If we can't go against it, we make it work for us. I am driving down my path, the path that I have chosen. I see something that I don't like. I work through it. I might have feelings about it, and that's okay, but I work through it. I persist. I go to my mantra. I'm the goddess of my reality. I am in control. I take my power back. This is not the reality that I have chosen. You affirm the reality that you have chosen. You affirm the path that you have chosen. And you continue moving forward. You continue moving forward because that means that you're one step closer to your goal every time. Okay, guys, so this is how she was able to create this, persist, and revise on the spot every time something showed up. And of course, she didn't go back to think how she manifested this, none of that. So none of that matters. What matters is you have enough information in your 3D to know exactly what it is that you need to change. And all you need to do is affirm and persist, okay? Now, I am so happy that I got to share this with you. As always, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like any coaching, we are here for you. We have an amazing team of coaches. And yes, we'll be happy to help you. And I will see you next time. Bye.